Are we on the internet? Hello everyone, we are live. Okay, welcome back to Soul. Today we're playing some 1000 point PvP. I gotta test out my second here. I gotta test out my undead list. My Shmeve Shmirwin and the Wide Mouth Wizard have been banned. They've been banned from the tournament. You can't play two casters on lizards. They're probably concerned about they're concerned about people having 6 web spells. So instead, we're taking a giant fucking horde of skeletons and wolves and shit here. So this should be pretty interesting. Oh boy, okay. Got a lot of stuff here. Can we put the catapult in the center, maybe? I'm not sure. Hang on, let me put the direwolves over here first. I'll put the direwolves here. I think Necromancer wants to go over here, actually. So we're going to put Necromancer right there. Because she's got White Guard. White Guard are elite undead infantry. And then we can have the Dread Knights right here. Oh my god, there's too many things in the way here. We can have the Dread Knights over here, getting ready to move out to the flank. And then maybe a unit of skellies. We'll put the skeleton warriors here in on the flank with the dire bats. And then we're going to have the bowman, spear, big unit of zombies, all here on the left flank. And then an unearthed catapult will go right here, I suppose. And then dire wolves. And I think a third unit of dire wolves. I'm going to turn the dire wolves this way so that they can go and flank. Maybe get into some war machines or something like that. Some artillery or whatever. And then we'll see what the elves have in store for us. Oh boy, okay, so double treant. We have Deepwood Druid with some archers. And that's it. We don't have a second hero. Oh, we do, sorry. We have the griffin. We got the noble on a griffin. I'm just gonna blow that griffin up immediately. I mean, you know, I called it. But it's still funny to see. My opponent is not in voice chat. I told him that he's got to screen. He's got to screen his units 100%. You really need to screen, like. Griffins are really squishy. They will die at the drop of a hat. I think they're pretty good, but they are very, very easy to kill. Here come the Deepwood. What are they called? Deepwood Rangers. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, he's gonna go with the tree. The tree is coming. Bird gone, Big Rock supreme. Yes. Big Rock is in fact supreme person placement. I agree. I made so many versions of this list without a Big Rock, and then I was like, man, what am I doing? I need Big Rock in my life. Give me them big rocks, boy. Okay, this might seem... Wait, did I take Hex of Ruin on both? Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. Okay, hang on. Unholy Vigor. There we go. Unholy Vigor on the White Guard. And then, I mean, these guys are just gonna inch up slightly. I'm not concerned with them being shot by archers at all. I don't care. You can shoot my Dread Knights with archers all day. I've got 2 up saves. Rock beats wood. We're gonna find out. He definitely has some wood here. He has a couple tree ents. 2 Deepwood Dancers. I have no idea why he placed his Deepwood Dancers like this. This doesn't make sense to me. He's got archers. I gotta shoot his archers with my archers for sure. Yeah, he just wiped an entire unit of direwolves with those. That's pretty bad stuff for me. Really bad, in fact. Oh, command? He took command on his hero? That's wild, dude. That's a wild thing to take on your hero. 5 up hits. We kill 1 archer. That's not exactly great. YouTube is broken once again. Give me a moment, peeps. I have a feeling that my opponent is going to need some help with making this list a little bit more viable, perhaps. I'm going to put this unit up. We're going to charge that preempt. Don't need to make use of any of my spells yet. We'll just hold on to them. J8 doesn't quite fit there, friend. I don't know much about what else, but forest spirits and monsters are really cool. Yeah, so they have Dryads infantry. They are like 2 wound, defense 5, power 4, I think. Their Dryads seem pretty decent on paper, but they're really freaking expensive. Oh no, we lose a white. That's unfortunate. Does he not know that he has to get done? Okay, there we go. That's fine. I mean, I could pass, technically. Not really a lot of reason to, though. We just have so much stuff, dude. We have a ludicrous amount of units. Does he have more than us, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... He had more than us. I'm gonna save this 1 wolf, hopefully. Oh, you know what, okay, we can use that wolf for a very cheeky purpose. But for right now, I'm gonna just put this unit of skeletons up. There we go. Really hoping that that he doesn't get first activation. I wish that there was a way to see who gets first activation at the top. I can't remember who got first activation. I think it was me, because I think I shot him with my catapult, so that should mean that I get first charge declaration as well, which means that I'll be charging his treant with my White Guard. That is literally what they're here for. They're here to deal damage to big monsters and stuff like that. That is really bad. That is really, really bad. I lost a lot of white guard there. We might be able to get on the treant there. I'm not sure. I think so. I think we should be able to. And his other chariot's gonna come up and shoot my wolves and probably kill one, and then I'll charge him with the wolves. And hopefully we'll be able to get some damage there. We might not kill him, but we might be able to. So note to self, I need to set up the wolves differently. I need each of their bases to be fully behind a unit. It's gonna pass here. Gonna commit more wolves to this side maybe here. If I can. How does he have skip turns when I had a skip turn? That doesn't make any sense. Good vibes. Hello, Mr. Gray Brownin. Hello, hello. Welcome. Really hate these Deepwood chariots. They're pretty damn annoying. They're not gone with these skeleton warriors yet? Interesting, okay. Hang on. Doing well? Yes, I'm doing well. I don't know if you mean specifically like in this match or not, but I'm doing well in this match. I'm doing well in life. Just doing well in general. These Deepwood Rangers are going to just destroy anything that they touch, basically. In life, mainly? Alright. Well, thanks for your concern. Appreciate that. He has put himself just outside of my charge arc. He's able to charge my wolves. Which is bad news for me. Oh, these skeletons got webbed. Okay, that makes some sense, I guess. I'm going to charge the treant here. And then we'll hex the treant. And beat him up with strength 5 attacks. And then I don't think he's going to be able to get the Deepwood Dancers onto the zone, so he should score this zone no problem. I'm going to side charge the treant so that he can't do anything there, and the Deepwood Dancers are completely stuck. And then, like, we could flee here, but I don't think we will. Beat that wood hard. Or 4. I think I gotta get rid of these rangers. I'll definitely lose this combat. Okay, he's gonna flee. That's actually the best possible result for me, because it means that these are out of combat for a turn at least. Which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. And from the looks of things here, it seems like I'm just going to be able to run him over, like, without much issue, honestly. I'm going to put my skellies in here. Zone should be contested, but it looks like it's not. For some reason, the game has decided that my skeleton bowmen are not in the zone. I don't know why. I've got to lip in further, apparently. That was not a successful attack from the skellies. Made a lot of 4-up saves there. Like you're 14 and discovered the internet. Well, for me, it was actually the, it wasn't the internet, it was, found some of my dad's magazines, you know? You guys know what's up. Okay, big catapult. These Deepwood Dancers are pretty dangerous. I think we'll get rid of some of them. My uncle's, but yeah, you found the stash of Playboys, did you? Okay, the Arcane Web. He thinks he's doing something here, but he's actually just playing directly into my hand. I'm going to reanimate the White Guard. And then I'm just going to turn around. And, you know what? He doesn't really have any shooting that I'm scared of, so I'm gonna just turn around. I wasn't planning on getting the Dread Knights into combat really anytime soon anyways, so just having them sort of shuffle around is totally fine. These White Guard, we got a couple whites back. That's not nice, or sorry, that is nice, it's not bad, is what I meant to say. And then my Necromancer is going to Hex of Ruin the Treant, and we should be able to blow that up. Tell us more. Scarby for Life didn't know 12 inches wasn't standard issue. My man, there's like not even one person in porn that has a 12-inch cack. I'm sorry. They don't exist. Right? Sorry, there is one guy. Maybe 2. Don't ask me how I know that. God, it cruelly snubbed me at the age of 11. That's funny. Okay, that chariot is annoying. Because now it's going to side charge my vampires. I don't know if I can intercept here, but I will if I can. And I'm in his front arc, unfortunately. So we got to be more careful about that. I got to like put my base next to a little bit close to the rock next time, maybe. I'm going to set up these zombies here to just jam that unit of, Actually, I can probably just side charge the archers, can't I? I think I can. without getting into the arc of the Deepwood Dancers there. The archers can countercharge me if they choose. X of Ruin. Hello to you as well, by the way, Mr. Gray Brown. I think I said hello before. Yeah, you asked me how life was, all that good stuff. Okay, cool. I don't think that's going to accomplish what he thinks it's going to accomplish. Add spice to your humor and memories. Yeah, trauma is an interesting beast. I mean, I'm not gonna be in range. Basically, I want to protect the rear of my skeleton bowman here. I think I'll probably charge that Deepwood Chariot with the spears. I'm almost certain the wolves are going to lose this combat and die, but then again, I make 10 attacks, so there's a pretty decent possibility that I just kill him. And then his Deepwood Dancers are pretty stuck there. They're going to have to, you know, shuffle around and try and get over that side. I don't know if my opponent knows that you can't score with chariots and single entities anymore. Treants can't score, chariots can't score, griffins can't score. Okay, yeah, we lose a couple of whites, but that's actually completely fine. We get one hit. We get another wound, so the treant's pretty badly beat up now at this point. He's lost a bunch of wounds, but it's okay. He's got 2 wounds left. We probably won't be able to kill the treant on the other side, unfortunately. We're just going to have to hold out and tar pit him for like several turns. We win by 2 because the chariot does absolutely nothing and runs off the board. That is pretty good luck there. We really lucked out on that one. I'm definitely side charging you. And then, yeah, no, we'll intercept there. I'll totally put my bowman into there so that I can side charge the Deepwood Druid with my zombies. Sadly, our bats can't really do anything. His Deepwood Rangers are probably going to shoot my bats to death. Skeletons can't do anything because they're arcane webbed. You guys think that he can fit his base in here? I don't think he can. I'm going to confirm charges here. He can charge my wolves if he wants. I'll just flee. They have Discipline 7. They've got a pretty decent chance of coming back from a fled charge. And then my knights can go into his chariot and kill it. Or we can just shoot it with the catapult, maybe? I don't know. What charges am I skipping? I don't think I'm skipping any charges at all. Everything is sounding like Beavis and Butthead. They can't score either. On this turn, objectives should score, and we should be able to score said objectives. No problem. Catapult can't shoot his Deepwood Dancers, so we're going to fire off this catapult here. Can he get into the zone with the Deepwood Dancers? He cannot. Okay, good. I'm just going to fire off this at the... Can I shoot the... Deepwood... Can I shoot the... Rangers? Deepwood Dancers are not letting me. Just barely out of line of sight on all of those, so we're just going to go on the chariot. Get a bunch of wounds on the chariot, that's pretty nice, and then we can rear charge that thing. I was hoping that it would die, but it's a pretty unrealistic hope, honestly. Probably gonna get my bats shot to death here, unfortunately. There's not anything I can do about it. Forgot about his Deepwood Rangers. They're gonna just shoot 10 shots and hit everything because they reroll misses with elven accuracy and all that good stuff. Yeah, they hit 9. 4-up saves. I lose a couple of bats. It's too bad there. Not all that fussed about it, being honest. He's all out of webs. He's got regrowth now to heal his treants, but he ran, so this treant's probably going to die. I think he's just out of my charge arc there. I have a cheeky idea. I have a couple of cheeky ideas actually, but is there anything pressing that needs to be done here? Not really, not particularly. Hex of Ruin this. It goes down to defense 4. It's making 4-up saves against all of our attacks. Our Direwolf is still alive. If we kill this treant, then the Direwolf can side charge the Deepwood Dancers, keep them off of our skeletons for a turn, then our skeletons can side charge them. I think it's a matter of we need to Hex of Ruin this, just to make sure that it dies, and then we win this flank super hard. 10 people in chat. Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by. Greatly appreciated. Very cool of you. There's a sneaky tech that he could pull off here with the Deepwood Dancers, but we'll see if he does it. Let's see if my direwolves rally. They do rally. Okay, so that's good. That means that I need to plan around that a little bit. I'm thinking that these dire wolves are going to go and try and chase off his unit of archers. Just try and get rid of those pesky Deepwood archers, if I can. Let me, I'm even going to, like, turn my base 1 here. And then we'll turn again there. And then when we get to this point, we're going to turn again. See, the thing is, I don't want him to be able to flee, but he'll probably be able to flee no matter what I do, but we'll give it a shot there, see if we can get him to not run away with his archers. His chariot most likely is going to probably want to shoot its arrows at my dire wolves and maybe get rid of some of them. Just going to turn around with my skeletons, start making my way around the bowmen. Unfortunately, undead are really slow. That's the biggest downside of them, really. Is that they just can't really do much. I think that my fellbat, my one fellbat making 2 attacks, can maybe finish off that chariot. Certainly going to put him over here, at least. Hexed. Maybe we go after the Deepwood Rangers with the bat. We just like jam the Deepwood Rangers with the bat. Then they can't shoot anything for a turn. That's maybe not a bad idea there. It's definitely going to die, but might get something done. Alright, and he's just given me the opportunity that I need to get in on his Deepwood Dancers here. I'm going to Unholy Vigor myself. Because otherwise his Deepwood Dancers might be able to run away or something annoying like that, and I do not want that to happen. So it's going to go over there. Our Sorceress goes, or sorry, our Necromancer. The Whites. Punch that treant in the face and kill him. Chop that tree down. We lose a couple more Whites, but that's completely acceptable here. The main thing, the important thing, is that my wolf can go into the side of those Deepwood Dancers now, or whatever they're called. Lose by 3. Lose another 3 skeletons, but you know what? Totally fine with that. We get 50 score there. And, yeah, he concedes. That's what I would expect, honestly. At that point, he's not really... It's not really up to much. So hoping he would live and use regrowth. Death firing chariots for eagles. Let's do one more. Tazik, are you in chat? Are you... Hang on, I'm gonna ask him. You watching my stream? Could show you some Deepwood lists. For Deepwood, this was an interesting list that I built. Two big Deepwood archers. We've got a druid with regrowth and web. We've got 2 units of spearmen, and then 2 chariots, 2 treants, and a noble on a griffin. She has cruelty with the hunter's bow, and she hits on 2s with her hunter's bow, so I think that's pretty good overall. This is the list that I would probably run. I don't really like dancers. I don't really like Deepwood Dancers very much. I think they're too expensive. But I mean, yeah, you could run a few of them for sure. You could run like a unit of 12. Maybe advance them up behind the Deepwood Archers, and then have the Deepwood Archers move aside to let them through, so they don't get shot to death. That could be something that you might want to do. And then, you know, one of you cheap Deepwood Guard. This is cheap defense 4 infantry to hold the point for you. Something like that. The Griffin, I think, is actually pretty good. With the cruelty, Deepwood Noble hitting on 3s. I mean, she's pretty nasty. But yeah, that was my one list, and then I made big trees. Big trees. You just have 3 trees, and the Treant Elder is basically replacing the Noble, and we've got a little bit less infantry, but like a couple more archers, and we still got the chariots. I like Deepwood chariots a lot. They come with free bows. They have skill 4, so they can hit with those bows reasonably well, and they've got high defense and lots of wounds. I mean, I basically treat them as monsters. Wood to make more rock chuckers, yes. We're talking solid 4 out of 10s. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, solid 4 out of 10s. So some of your jokes have been a little bit closer, maybe like a 6 out of 10. You know, I've enjoyed a couple of them. Okay, I'm gonna make the custom game again. Now this is one version of the list that I have. I'll show you my other version. Dead Nations. We got Horde of Spears. This one ditches the whites. And we've got a whole bunch of skeleton spears instead. Yeah, if it was me, I would probably be playing Dark Elves. If I wanted to play elves, I'd be playing Dark Elves 100%. They've got really, really good elite melee infantry with halberds. Let me try Spearman. Mind playing against another one against me? If we have if he has Darkborn, there's a lot of great stuff that you can do. I like double Hydra quite a bit. I think that this is pretty powerful. 2 units of 15 Dreadborn, 20 crossbows, and then big unit of Raptor Knights. These guys are deadly as hell. Skill 4, power 4, defense 5. Lance and Shield hits power 6 on the charge, and then the Noble gives them an extra attack. Then we got Frost Ward and Hex of Ruin. Frost Ward to keep the Hydras alive in late game, so they don't get killed. My opponent is not in chat, by the way. I wish he was. An extra viewer is an extra couple of pennies in my pocket. But I can understand why he wouldn't want to be. Okay, scoring objectives, good. Standard size, and then we've got the Dead Nations, Horde of Spears. So the things that I really like about Undead are A, Dread Knights, I think, are very powerful. They're defense 6, meaning they make 2-up saves against power 3 attacks, which are rampant in the current meta. Like, I think Swarms and big hordes of units are going to be very popular in this meta. Just from what I've seen of people building lists and stuff, I think it's going to be lots and lots and lots of power 3. They have the best dogs in the game. For some reason, their dogs have 1 higher discipline than other dogs, and they cost 1 point less per model than other dogs. I don't know why, but as you can see, I obviously like dogs. I have 15 of them in the list. We've got Fell Bats, which I think are pretty decent. They're flying units. They're worse than Harpies for 2 reasons. 1, they have less power. 2, their bases are bigger, which makes them harder to maneuver around. They cost the same as Harpies, so we have inferior flying units, we have superior ground doggos. And then their infantry just never breaks. They never run away, which is great. I think that that's super powerful. Just having the ability to hold the objective indefinitely. There's no way for your enemy to have any recourse. Just gonna give him 2 seconds here to switch out his list. Just gonna make sure he's good. Has anyone else messaged me about 1,000 point PvP here? Yeah, let's go. Okay. Start game. Just gonna put this in general. Anyone else for 1K? Oh, he's informed me that he turned off the stream. That's very sporting of him, so he doesn't see my deployment. This is an interesting one. Somehow we have no objective. I don't know how that happened. That's gotta be a bug, because I definitely had it selected. Scoring objectives, please. The tournament is objectives only, so that's the only thing that I want to test. If anyone in chat wants to play, by the way, absolutely just shoot me a message in the chat, and I will play a game with you. All right, scoring objectives, random map. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I haven't renamed these guys yet. Okay. Same map. That's kind of funny. Kind of silly funny right there. Okay, hang on. You get me my crappy zombies here. I'm gonna turn them just a little bit so they really block line of sight super well. And then we're gonna put my big unit of spearmen on this side, I think. And the fell bats back here. Then I'm going to put all my cavalry in the back here while I figure out my formation. I think big unit of spears heads straight down the pipe there. Bowmen on the flank in the middle. And another big unit of spears. Let me do something like this maybe. And then I'm going to have the Dread Knights on the left flank this time, I think. We'll have a unit of Dire Wolves back here. Another unit of Dire Wolves there. Another unit of Dire Wolves here. And the Catapult should help to block line of sight to the Dire Wolves down here. I need to leave room so that the skeletons can, like, move around and stuff. Dread Knights on the left flank should absolutely just crush any resistance he has on that side. Okay, he's gotten smarter. He's blocked some people this time. I'm definitely going to shoot the Rangers. They're super dangerous. They're definitely his most powerful ranged unit by far, and a really good melee unit as well, so they're high value, they need to go. They're also worth an astronomical amount of points. I think that one unit is probably 120 points or something like that. I can't remember exactly what they cost. Okay, he moves into the zone. Very reasonable. Kills a bunch of my bowmen so that he takes less damage back. That's also quite reasonable. Does he have the hunters? He has the hunter's bow with cruelty as well. I do think that that's a pretty good piece of equipment. I can't raise dead on the skeleton bowman, unfortunately. So I think we're going to just lay off the spells this turn. He has webbed my unit of skellies. I'm a little bit scared of the cruelty bow on my vampire knight. That's pretty much the only thing that I'm actually scared of. I'm not scared of his chariot charging me, because I make 3-up saves against it. Not that big of a deal, so I can probably guard my flank with the vampire. And, but I won't do that until later on. I do need to take care of these chariots. I do like the chariots. Like, I think that if you're playing Deepwood, you should probably be bringing 2 chariots. They're very cost efficient for what you get. You know, a defense 5 monster with 5 wounds, very good at charging and has a little bit of range pressure, is very synergistic with everything else that the Deepwood brings to the table. I think even with +2 speed, I'm still out of the zone here. That's rather unfortunate. I'll move up with my zombies, because, you know, I probably should. Do I want to move up with the zombies right now? I don't think so. I think we want to go with the skele bows. And we'll take some long shots here with the bows at the rangers. Try and get a couple more of those before they get to shoot. That's great. So now they're down to 5. These bowmen are probably going to get side charged by a griffin or whatever, but, you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. If he wants to shoot my dire wolves with his noble, I guess that's fine. It is what it is, you know. Can't really stop him. I'm gonna give Unholy Vigor to these skellies. Gotta get them into the zone as soon as possible. We gotta turn around and... shuffle on over here, like so. Move out to the flank. Maybe that's what I should be doing pretty much all the time. If I have my left flank covered, maybe I'll turn them sideways. So pretty much always gonna move out to the flank. Yeah, I'm still out of the objective, unfortunately, but we're reasonably close. To tell you what we actually could do is we could guard the flank of this unit from a side charge, maybe? And then we're leaving room for the dire wolves to move up here. Dire wolves can get onto those archers, maybe. The archers will beat them up real good, but they might kill a few archers. As for this side of the board, we're gonna go with the zombies. Should still be blocking those bats from being shot, hopefully. Really don't want the fell bats and wolves shot at. They're both incredibly squishy. I can't really exploit movement much this turn anyways with the bats, so maybe I'll just like shuffle them up behind the zombies so they can hang out over there. Yeah, I don't know why he's moving the tree. You want to move the Deepwood Dancers here, friend? For certain. Maybe the noble. Depends on what your goal is here. The big skele spear bricks are pretty darn effective, though. They just swing so many times. Their crappy stats don't really make that much of a difference. Yeah, we're losing a couple of skellies there. That's to be expected, honestly. That's interesting. Trying to bait me in, perhaps? I'm not 100% sure on that. Purpose of that one. I'm going to hit a pass here. We have more activations than he does, certainly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9, the standard number of units, and I have 11 because I have 2 half choices. That's one of the parts of the strategy of this list, is that we have more units than you. meaning that my my crappy skeletons and zombies and stuff can just, you know, engage your front, go and fight you, and then the wolves and the bats get around the sides and beat you up with their decent damage output for their cost. Especially the wolves. I mean, power 4 with, you know, power 5 fangs and make 2 attacks each. I mean, the wolves really, they really hit hard comparatively to other units of their cost. Now that's really interesting. I feel like I might be able to I think I can do something very cheeky here. So his chariot, hang on. His chariot can't get on top of me, but I can fly through people's bases. And because I can fly through bases, I can rear charge the Deepwood Rangers, and I'll overexpose the bats. They'll be exposed, and he'll definitely flee. But I mean, there's a small chance that he flees off the board by failing a 9 discipline check on his following turn because he doesn't have any rank bonuses. And more importantly, it stops them from shooting for a couple of turns and keeps them out of the fight. So I will gladly chase off some Deepwood Rangers for 2 turns and let my bats get like outflanked and killed, or shot by bows a lot and killed. Both of those are pretty acceptable to me. I'm wondering if the wolves can possibly get on his dancers there. Looks like the answer is no to that one. And that being the case, we can just move them up directly behind the skeletons here. Just turn them around. A little bit too close. Still too close, really? Okay. There we go. It's gonna be 0.2, I think. There we go, it's 0.2. Perfect. I could have maybe got a side charge on the Deepwood Guard instead. That might have been more helpful. I'm not sure. Brings the tree end up. Okay. I am going to jam these wolves straight down his throat. And I don't think that... No. I'm gonna keep them in reserve. I was thinking, like, maybe I should, you know... maybe I should... charge the archers. Well, if I charge the archers and then he flees... Oh, but he's got flyers and stuff. He can definitely charge block me, so... I'll refrain. I will just move up here, right behind these skellies, and get ready to maybe I should charge the chariot instead of the rangers, because the chariot's not that scary when it doesn't charge. It only makes 3 attacks. And it can't countercharge me because there's shit in the way. And he might actually take that fight, and then I won't get shot to death. Yeah, he's gonna go with the cruelty noble. He's gonna shoot at my wolves. Kills 2 wolves handily. It is important to kill those wolves. They're pretty annoying. I think we'll go over here with my wolves. There's just so damn many of them. Right? I got 15 wolves. There's a lot of wolves to deal with. How many bow shots do you have, friend? Right? That's kind of the theory with the list, at least. I think I do want that fight with the chariot. 3 attacks versus 6 attacks. I mean, I'm not going to kill him, but I can tie him up for a couple turns. Maybe force his treant to come into combat with me to save his chariot from getting beat up. And he's only making 3-up saves. He misses with his chariot. Unfortunate. Long shots with the Deepwood chariot aren't necessarily the most efficient. Okay, I've got 1 charge. Oh, okay. So I can't charge there. Oh, can't fit in base contact? Really? I don't think that that's true. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, because they are pretty wide. That does make sense. All right, that's fine. I'll charge the chariot. It can't countercharge me. So we're gonna hope that we either I chase him off the board when he flees, or he has to take the fight, because his chariot is so fast that it's definitely gonna run off the board. I'm going to reload chat because I haven't seen any new messages for a little while. Nearly 10 o'clock. This is actually, you know, after this fight, it's not a bad time to call it. They're playing the same. How do you have 11 units? I thought max was 9. Some units only count as half a unit. I am sneaky. My opponent thought that maybe I pulled a fast one on him and had more points, but that's certainly not the case. Confirm charges, there we go. Alright, the Fellbats are in there. They're being annoying. They're being pesky little jerks. They're charging things by charging through enemies' bases. Love these little bastards. They're so funny. I can't really shoot much with my catapult, can I? Tell you what I definitely want to do is definitely want to get into the zone here. My skellies. I'm gonna go and claim the zone. I'm gonna deny him some points. And then I think this unit wants to try and jam him out of the zone as well. So we'll probably move them up there. And then even if we lose the fight, we might be able to win on points by holding the objective for a few turns. Shooting Deepwood Guard is not a bad investment of my firepower, by the way. I wouldn't mind shooting the Deepwood Guard, honestly. It's not the worst target by far. He's probably going to shoot my direwolves off the board. It's unfortunate, but you know what? It is what it is. We've got the Dread Knights in reserve, you know, we've got some stuff going on here. He's gonna try and lip the objective here. Yeah, no, that's I would say that's probably the right call. You want to be nice and deep into that objective so that the enemy can't pull some sneaky shenanigans on you. Oh, he's not going to move there? Okay. He could have blocked me out of the objective, by the way, which is why I moved these first. Normally I want to shoot my guns first, so that I don't lose. Like, he can counter battery me. He has more arrows than I do, so I can, you know, get shot on my skeleton bowman and blown up. They're only defense 2, so they don't like getting shot very much. They're not very good at not being shot. Or I should say they're not very good at being shot. But if he moves up here, that means that I can use my skeleton bowman. I'll probably blow some deeper dancers, I think. These are pretty darn dangerous. They absolutely hit like trucks in melee. They're super nasty little jerks. Okay, he's gonna go with the Deepwood Guard. Sorry, the Rangers? Rangers go after my skellies, okay. Yeah, my skeleton bowman. Alright, let's jam out of the objective here. Hang on, let me, I'll turn my base slightly. Now he can't get in. And, I'm just gonna raise dead on myself. Get some skellies back here. That's done. I think that the player on this side of the map, on this map, might have a pretty significant disadvantage. So I might recommend that we ban this map. Because this choke point is absolutely brutal for trying to get anything in onto this objective. And the player on this side of the map doesn't have to deal with that on this side. Right? This is not exactly a choke point. I mean, it technically is, but it would take 2 to 3 infantry units to fill this big gap here. I guess we can go with our bowman here. I'm gonna move out to this flank and fire off some shots at the... Should we go on the art? No, we'll go on the Deepwood Dancers because they have 5-ups on them. And we get 1. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone. Big old unit of 23 Skelly Spears here. Deepwood Guard are gonna probably charge in and maybe get smashed, I'm not sure. I do want to protect my flank from that tree ant as well, by the way, so I think I'll probably do some shuffling around with the zombies here. I feel like I've got this plugged up pretty good. It'll take him a couple of turns to chew through all of these zombies and skeletons to get onto the zone, so I need to commit all of my resources to this side of the board and just keep him running. Or not running, but keep him from doing anything. The Rangers here are an interesting unit that I need to worry about. I could drop a rock on their heads. They're worth a lot of points, and they shoot really well. They're pretty annoying. They're good in melee, too, so... not exactly sure what to do about them. I could just leave them, but... I think the catapult has to go into the dancers on this side of the board, because... I mean, these rangers are going to shoot my stuff, but Deepwood Dancers will chop me up in melee, no problem. Like, they're super dangerous melee warriors. They're specifically extremely good against skeletons. Because I'm only defense 3, and they'll just blow me up. With Elven Mastery, they reroll miss attack rolls and 2 attacks each. And if it was me, I would be spreading them out, by the way, pretty significantly. You want the maximum engagement on that front rank possible. Oh no! Snake eyes on the old catapult there, sadly. And my Vampire Knight, by the way, has been webbed. I don't get to do anything with my Dread Knights for a turn. I can still cast spells, though. I can give Unholy Vigor to someone, or Reanimate. I'm probably not going to use Reanimate, though. I'll put Unholy Vigor on these skeletons so they can get in on this Noble, maybe, if he decides to stick there. I don't think he's going to stick there, though. He's going to move somewhere else. Kills 2 more wolves. I still have my 1 wolf in reserve here that I could use to get like a side charge on something, perhaps. This Griffin has maybe moved up a little bit too far here. He decides to stick there. Okay. I think this is a perfect opportunity for my dire wolf to be a little pesky jerk and hide behind the pillar here and side charge that Deepwood. No, he can still shoot me with the chariot, but we'll see what happens there. As of right now, we're in a pretty decent position, I think. I think I need to move these zombies up to defend the flank of these spearmen. Otherwise I'll get side charged by that treant. Yeah, he puts 2 arrows in. Oh, that's actually huge. That's really important. That just happened right there. I don't think that I'm giving the chariot a side charge. It wouldn't be able to engage inside anyways, it's fine. I think this blocks the treant from side charging my necromancer's unit. So now we've got him firmly blocked out of the zone on this side. We have stuff in the zone on his side that he is firmly in control of. He does have a lot of stuff over here, right? He's got a tree, he's got a griffin, he's got Deepwood Dancers, archers, and a chariot. Maybe we want to charge the chariot with the wolves, or we'll see where his Deepwood Dancers end up. I think that's going to determine where I want to put these wolves and these wolves. All this flank has to do, by the way, is just hold. They don't need to win. They just need to hold these off for like a couple of turns. One thing I am a little bit worried about is the Deepwood Noble getting into my Necromancer. Because she can really kill my Necromancer, no problem. That's one thing that I'm concerned about with this list is character assassins, because neither of my characters is particularly tough. I mean, I know the vampire is like defense 5. That's, you know, that's pretty decent, but it's nothing to write home about, really. Unholy Vigor on the spears, I think. We're gonna try and get in and I might even just like charge the noble in the front with the spears and try and get a nice little like keep the direwolf alive, right? The direwolf won't get charged. no attacks will go onto the direwolf, and the direwolf will beat up the noble. Pretty good chance I can't actually side charge that. I'm not 100% on that one, but regardless, I definitely want to charge that noble. He can flee if he wants to. He might flee off the damn board if he does so. Okay, now I have activations here. I think I want to go into the side of those Deepwood Dancers with my wolves. I'm going to do it like this for a very specific reason. I don't want to get side charged by the Deepwood Guard because if they side charge me, which they can, then I have to charge with the spears, and I want him to charge me so that I get the extra rank of spear swings. So put the wolf there, and then what do these doggos want to do? Maybe I want to charge the chariot with the dogs. Might not be able to. It's going to be close there. I should have moved further over to the left so that it was clearer. Okay, no damage. He only hits me once. We make our save. So it's a tie, and nothing happens. So it's just a little slap fight over there. We get 50 points for controlling one half of the objective. And keeping him out of holding on to his side. I think I want to go into the... Well, that's super fucking unfortunate. We're going to side charge those Deepwood Dancers. They might try and flee, we'll see. The noble's gonna really crunch these spears pretty good. Do we want to put the zombies in here? And just preserve my necromancer? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, we can't fit our base here, unfortunately. It's a pain in my ass. And I feel like these are maybe closer, but apparently they're not. Okay, confirm charges, it's fine. And then he gets to declare he might run away with the Deepwood Dancers. If he does, maybe I'll go in with the spears. I'm not sure. I kind of don't want my spears to get beat up by the Deepwood Dancers. Maybe I'm okay with them just running away for a bit. Does he want to go into the zombies? Or does he want to beat up the Fellbats? If he doesn't go into the zombies, then my zombies are going to go into the side of his Deepwood Guard and rip them to pieces. Have a nice feast on their brains. He chooses to go into the Fellbats, okay. Cool with me. Is he going to choose to not go in with the Deepwood Guard? Okay, he chooses to go into the zombies instead of my my unit of spears here. I suppose that's pretty reasonable. I'm gonna blow up his rangers. I don't like them. Bye, rangers. Okay, there's one left. He's currently out of web. Now he just has regrowth for his trees, and those trees are never going to die now. Pretty unfortunate that. Can I shoot his archers? I think I can shoot his archers, actually. And go something like this here. Shoot the archers. 5 up shots on the archers. Oh, we spiked the dice on that one. Might get a good few archer kills here. Not bad, we get a couple archers. Not the best I've ever seen them do, but you know what? It's totally fine. Alright, the chariot's gonna jam me out. Pretty smart move, I would say. He continues to whip on the wolf. Unfortunately for him, that wolf just can't get on him. It's a big traffic jam here on this side. Yep. Oh, excuse me. I think I want the Dread Knights to finally start moving towards the combat. Start contributing. It's going to be a 15.2 here, I think. Nope, it's going to be 15.3. There we go. I'm going to move up to the flank there with the Unholy Vigor. They are now the fastest cavalry unit in the game. I guess they're tied for fastest cavalry with the other swift cavalry in the game, like some of the ones that the elves have, for example. It's as fast as the Deepwood Chariot now, so you know, pretty reasonably speedy. I don't really know what to do. This traffic jam is annoying me. Can't really get in anywhere for the most part. I just put this direwolf in reserve as well and start making my way around this side. Just have him in reserve, move to the flank. It's a big traffic jam here. We can't really get much done. So we'll just try and keep him safe, and he can maybe side or rear charge something soon. And I'm gonna get beat up here and lose some spears, but we have the ability to raise the dead, so the spear unit can get a couple of extra dudes in it. And then I think that I want this. Move this, like, over here. Like so. Can charge that unit, and then the wolves, I'm hoping, can side charge the chariot. Here they go. They're going to try and get into the chariot's side arc. Looks like we can probably do it. We have to be careful about this. Because the Deepwood Dancers, they might be able to rear charge me. I'm hoping that the Direwolves win the combat. If the Direwolves don't win the combat, like, these guys do, like, they're gonna hit me 4 times, and I might not even hit them 4 times with 10 attacks on 4s. We're gonna raise dead here. We're gonna get some spears back in the unit there. And we're gonna hope that we can... I mean, we're not gonna do anything to the tree. But we just have to hold there for a couple of turns until our other skellies can get into that zone, and the cavalry can come around the flank of the big rock and win the combat for us. Okay, the bats run away, which is to be expected. We lose a couple skellies to that. He hits 5. We lose a couple more skellies. Make a couple 6-up saves. That's actually pretty darn good. Do 1 damage back to the tree, and then lose a couple more to the griffin. Poke the griffin. He doesn't take any damage. And we're going to lose a couple of guys to crumble. Oh, we only lose 1? That's a pretty good result. Okay, this is going to be a big, important combat here for sure. Because if these guys break and run, then we can charge the archers. I told you, they were going to hit me 3 times. 4 times. They definitely did. These 4 wolves, man. They always crumble. Oh my god. The zombies losing combat by 1 because they suck. But you know what? They're zombies. I don't really expect them to do much. Alright, turn 4. Well, this is fucked up. That's so weird, man. I guess we have to just, like, charge the chariot and let the chariot charge us, and then... Dude, impassable terrain makes this game almost unplayable sometimes, man. I'm gonna charge in here on the Deepwood Guard. And then our catapult will blow up the last Deepwood Ranger, or maybe our Skelly Bowman will. Now we gotta put the Skelly Bowman into the Deepwood Dancers. 5 Deepwood Dancers left. We gotta get rid of those. Very dangerous. I'm just gonna confirm charges there. Dire Wolves fight the chariot, and they're gonna lose that combat. We're making 10 attacks here. We're gonna hit 5 attacks. They're making 4-up saves, and then 5-up saves against the wolves. We hit 2 attacks on the wolves. We should be able to wipe the Deepwood Dancers, but the wolves are definitely dead. Yeah, and he moves into the zone to contest it, but he is going to get shot by the catapult if he does that. So he thinks better of it for now. There's not really anything else for me to shoot, so that's definitely what I want to be shooting. I think that these monsters can actually fit through, both the chariot and the tree, and can probably fit through here and do some stuff to that. I gotta save my hex. These spears are basically just completely stuck. Let's rally the bats. Nice, the bats do rally. That's great. That's really good for me. They're probably going to get shot by a chariot, unfortunately. His bows don't really have much of a target. He regrowths something, I guess? Oh no, he popped Hunter's Call for bonus infantry movement. Okay. Maybe he'll pull out some kind of funky shenanigans with that. Outpost move with my wolf, and it's gonna just do nothing. Just gonna hang out there. I mean, this is worth 25 points if it's alive at the end of the game, so it's not like I don't want to keep it alive, you know? Oh, I can just shoot it. Okay, I'll just kill the thing. Now he can't really score that zone on that side at all anymore, so we're gonna definitely win the scenario. It just depends, are we gonna win the overall battle, because we're definitely in dire straits here on the left flank. I feel like. Maybe not. We still got the Vampire Knight, we still got a whole big unit of skeletons. I mean, I think we're doing pretty reasonably well here, actually. Yeah, we lose a bat. That's unfortunate, but still got one there, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, we could Hex of Ruin the Treant right now, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to do any good. Alright, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to be out of the arc of the chariot, I believe. Oh, yeah, I can actually move slightly closer. Perfect. I can see the chariot. I can't charge the chariot, but if the chariot kills at least like 3 of my wolves, which it probably should, on average, then I can get in on the chariot and beat it up with the spears. I'm not gonna hex anything. I'm just gonna activate that and hit done, and then his Deepwood Druid has to activate and has nothing to shoot, which is good for me. And then my Dread Knights are going to come in on the flank here, and maybe I can kill his Noble, or I can kill the archers, maybe. I'm not 100% on what I'm going to do here, but we'll figure something out. I haven't gotten to use the Dread Knights in any of the games that I've tested them in yet. They just kind of meander around and don't want to get charged by big nasty units, and like to be my reserve at the end of the games. My Vampire Lord has Reanimate, so I can keep bringing these back. So they just don't go away. In the list I'm going to probably use, I named them the Undying. So I don't know, do anyone in the comments want to comment on this? Do you think that this list is better, or the list with the whites? I have... I either get the whites, or I get, like, a bunch of extra skeletons. Those are my 2 options. I don't want to be in charge range here, just because I want to charge into the zone. And I think I'm going to try and probably charge the Noble. Kill that, finish it off. There is a world where casting Reanimate on the spears is actually like a good idea, but I don't think he'll kill the spears this turn. I don't think he has enough attacks to get rid of all of them, even with crumbling. Okay. 2 down from the Noble. Probably 2 more from the tree, 3 more from the tree. We poke him a bunch. We do 2 wounds. That's not bad. And then 1 more from the Griffin. Yeah, so we've still got probably 1 more combat before this unit's completely gone, which is great for me. I mean, that's totally acceptable. Yeah, they're dead. Okay, good. Perfect. That's actually really good. So we've got all of them down. The thing about tree ants, it's kind of weird, is since they can't score zones anymore, fighting them is almost like pointless. For this list, like I should honestly just like ignore them. Fighting them doesn't make any sense for me. Okay, we spiked the dice a little bit there, but he still didn't die. And he pretty much completely wipes out my wolves. And my one wolf that's still there runs away. Still got our score here. We can side charge his chariot. He can probably run away, but fine with that. Hey, fleas. Okay, that's totally acceptable. My skeleton spears will be charging directly into the combat. And let's kill this noble. We'll kill the noble on the griffin. He can't run away with the with noble on the griffin. He might be able to run away with the deepwood archers. I think they're fast enough that they could flee. And that would just be super annoying, so I'm just going to go and kill his noble. Just beat her to death. And these single wolves that are remaining might be able to go and do something. Probably put the one direwolf here into the tree end and try and kill that. His chariot doesn't rally. We can maybe try and kill the chariot with our one dude here. I don't think we need Hex of Ruin on anything. I'm wondering what we should do with our units here. Let me put the Fell Bat. I'm going to put that over here. Actually, you know what? We can put it over here, where it cannot be shot by the chariot. And then I don't know what he's going to do with that chariot. He's got to bring it around on this side so that it can do something. I'm going to go with my bowman. I'm going to go shoot his bows. And then maybe we can go into the side of the treant. We get one hit on 5 ups. Okay, that's pretty disappointing. I'm gonna rally with my wolf. Doesn't help. I mean, we can do something with that, I guess. Do we use the hex yet? I should have used it last turn if I was going to use it at all. He still has his regrowths. I think I'm going to save it. We've got 2 turns left. I don't think he's really going to kill many of these Dread Knights, so I'm going to reanimate some Spearmen. Try and keep this Spear unit alive for a little bit longer. Dude, those chariots! Those chariots are so consistently missing. That is so funny, but like really unfortunate for him. Okay, reposition here. We're gonna go up, I guess. Something like that. A cool thing about catapults and other war machines now is that after you reposition, they keep the reposition buff for a turn, so they can actually charge now. One of the techs that Undead used to have is that their chariots, or not the chariots, their catapults could actually charge things with the Unholy Vigor spell on them. You can still do that now, but now you also have the option of we can get even further into the rear arc here. And certainly get even further into the rear arc. We're definitely in the rear arc now. The archers are blocking me, but it's fine. One thing I'm concerned about is that my Vampire Knight might not be able to charge the Treant. on the follow-up here. The noble attacking into the spears is great for me because I really don't want the noble attacking my vampire knight. Big skelly swings. We get one more wound onto the treant. He has used up his healing spells by this point now. Did we just completely whiff? We've completely whiffed with Dread Knights. We got 1 out of 8 attacks on 4s. That's incredibly bad. We are suddenly in a very large amount of trouble. Man, he just doesn't want to die. Well, at least the treant does nothing. That's pretty funny. Oh, the Deepwood Guard hold, protecting us from a chariot charge, which is great for me. And we're still scoring that zone. And now we're going to go in with the skeleton spears into his noble and kill the noble. We're going to go into the rear of the chariot with the wolf, and we might be able to kill it. We'll see. And then the skeleton bowmen are going to go into the treant for sure. And for some reason I can't charge here. I don't understand why that's not allowing it, but whatever. I guess it's through the little cliff thing. It's totally a path to him. I don't know why I'm not allowed to. It's pretty annoying. It's gonna go over here and try and kill my lone wolf with bows, and they they continue to miss. He's upset. That's like that's astronomical odds right there. That's all I have to say about that. We definitely want to go in on this tree and try and keep winning combat here. Hex of Ruin onto the tree, please. And then we reanimate the vampire's unit back to full health. And then you can reposition, I don't know, over here maybe? It doesn't really matter at all. And finally the flyer. There's literally nothing that I can do here, so I'll just try and keep it alive. I'll put it in the zone, just kind of like a just-in-case scenario. He definitely can't kill my entire necromancer block, but you never know. Okay, yeah, he crunches my skeletons, no problem. The skellies come in, they do some attacks. Yeah, they get a wound. Big skelly attacks here. We got 3-up saves from the Griffin. He makes pretty much all of them. The Griffin attacks uselessly into the skeleton unit, but with the combat resolution, it's very important. Okay, let's see. Oh, the skelly bowmen. They spike a little bit. They get a couple more wounds. And then we got our cavalry unit here. They, what? Sorry. This is not the correct number of attacks. This is a bug. I've discovered a bug, ladies and gentlemen. They should be making 8 attacks, not 6. That's pretty unfortunate. But it's fine. I don't think he's going to kill our unit of skelly bowmen. He won't kill our other unit of skeletons. He won't kill our dread knights. in the final turn of combat here. So I think we're pretty much fine. We kill almost all of his archer, or his spearmen, I should say. Not archers. We do lose by 1. We're going to crumble. But we are still relatively safe. That chariot's going to stand around uselessly for a little while and do nothing. And we rode his chariot off. That's pretty big. With a lot of points. Final turn, turn 7. The dire wolf is going to go into this tree and just try and keep me from crumbling a little bit. Not going to be able to kill him, but the skeleton bowmen, in fact, are indeed invulnerable to being killed outright. Charge in there. Why not? It is really dumb that the chariot can't go in, honestly, because we're already engaging on the front there. I mean, there's no point in any of this. Whatever. Am I out of spells? Oh yeah, because I brought back some skellies in the one unit. Okay. Hex of Ruin. There's literally only one thing that it made. Well, I mean, the Skelly Bowman might dice spike. We should almost certainly kill the Griffin. It has 1 wound left. We're attacking with 20 spears and a bunch of vampire dread knights and all kinds of stuff. Oh, this is clever. Yeah. I definitely should have hid the direwolf back here so that I couldn't shoot it. His chariot might finally actually do something. Oh no, he's gonna go for the short range shot on the Feldats. I don't know if he can. I don't think he can get through there. He doesn't have enough movement. Does he? That should be it. No, yeah, he's in the chasm there. Oh boy, he's got to pull some shenanigans here. Oh no! All right, well, you know, it is what it is there. So guys, guess what? Undead, really good at jamming the objective. I don't know if you knew that about Undead. I certainly did. Wow. Incredible stuff right there. Wait, does this still all count as one combat? Dude, that's so funny. That's so stupid. I kind of love it though. It's really, really funny. Oh, I understand. One of them attacked the Deepwood Archers instead. Okay. I guess that makes sense. It didn't used to work like that. Okay, so they end the game with the caster fleeing, so it counts as destroyed. So we're absolutely going to just obliterate the score here. Hundreds of points ahead, I think, with 300 from scoring every single turn and killing most of his units. We killed both of his heroes. That's like 100 points by itself, and then the mount is another like 50, and then the unit of archers is another 100. So yeah, we absolutely crushed the score on that one. Score both objectives. 1,000 points. Oh my goodness! The only thing we didn't kill was the treants. They're just big useless blocks of wood. This is why I don't like giants, especially in the new meta where they can't score objectives. Really, really bad. Tazik, sorry, Tazik is asking how I measured so well to avoid getting countercharged by the ranger. That one wolf. I'm gonna call it there for the night, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that really good stuff. Helps out the channel, man.